come so I can see the sun. So many dark clouds over my head, praying the rain is done. Yeah. Sit around too many years, pain and suffering and made me numb. For every win, shit I knew I had to lose like I already won. Yeah, I'm popping pills and drinking lean so I can sleep at night. And all these wounds might get infected if I don't treat them right. I'm still blinded by the dark, I never see the light. And I won't let them tell my story, they ain't gon' read it right. I jumped off of the porch, mama said you on your own. And don't come back to a shit since you out here acting grown. Couldn't believe the shit she heard, cause I know right from wrong. I told mama I'm thugging, can't leave this life alone. I seen Kenny in that whip slump, that traumatized me for real. Identified by his phone posits for real. I still ain't got over it, I probably never will. Say time's supposed to heal wounds, these scars are never healed. I can't wait until the morning comes so I can see the sun. So many dark clouds over my head, praying the rain is done. Yeah. Too many years, pain and suffering and made me numb. For every win, shit I knew I had to lose like I already won. Yeah. My mama crying every night, she say she pray for me. I bow my head out to Allah, please make a way for me. Stabbed so many times in the back, protect the snakes for me. I just hope it ain't too late for me. I can't wait until morning comes so I can see the sun. So many dark clouds over my head, praying the rain is done. Yeah. Sit around too many years, pain and suffering to make me numb. For every win, shit I knew I had to lose like I already won. Yeah.
Somebody.
Live, man.
Oh, we live? What's going on? What's going on? I ain't know we was live. I'm adjusted now though. How y'all doing today? What up, T Money? You here with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here, man. It's your joint. Go ahead.
Hold on, let me turn my volume up, man. Turn my volume button, man. Hello? Say something again.
Some again.
All right, now say something now. Damn, it keep going right back down.
Say something now. Man,
I
you the
don't know if
worst.
something going on with my
You the
sound. My
worst.
sound won't.
I'm just gonna say it, man. You the worstest nigga when
I
it
can
comes
barely hear you.
to electronics. You the worstest. You the worstest in the world when it comes to electronics, man. Hey, my 1-year-old son better with devices than you. What up, Clark? Your boy
All
got
right,
that
good.
boot.
I can hear now.
Your boy. Your boy got that bootleg Wi-Fi over there, Clark.
No, man, my whatchamacallit was touching my volume button. It was holding it going down. What up with you? Ain't nothing bootleg over here, bro.
Nigga, you bootleg.
Oh, who is you? You must be talking in the mirror.
You and that nigga, what's that motherfucking name down the city council? What's his name? What's the dude that filled the city council?
You ain't gonna talk about my Spectrum
Paul.
partner.
You and Paul both bootleg. I'm out of here, man. Do your thing, man. Bye.
Do my thing. Oh, well, what we gonna talk about? Shoot. I guess I'll finish
All,
up about
all this shit in Flint to talk about politic wise. You can't think of
it
nothing.
ain't what's this Flint? Um I'm tired of talking. It ain't nothing really good. I'm waiting on a decision as far as the Liddell petition. Um
Yeah, it's definitely repetitive. You know what I'm saying? It should definitely we talk about it all the time. But hey,
but no, you gotta be repetitive. The problem of it is it ain't repetitive enough because what needs to be happening, it needs to be gatherings. This social media and the pandemic is kind of allowing things to happen. And what I mean is these 5 or 6 voices that's screaming is being laughed at, and corruption is just carrying on without any interruption. Like I said before on one of our podcasts, that when my cousin Sokita Nolan passed, Sheriff Joe Wilson came down to his funeral, and I don't know what was going on in 1968, but is it 68 or 67? But if they didn't get it right, the people of the Flint was finna tear up some stuff. We ain't got no tear uppers around here. We ain't really. We got some bark. We got a lot of noise. We got boom boxes like it ain't nothing, but we ain't really got no. We ain't really got no shutdown ability. We ain't, um, I tried to have a picnic, and I'm gonna do it again, because more people hear me. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again this summer. We're gonna demand that they take $22 million and fix our water fund. Only this time they gonna have to find $22 million because they had $97 million when I started bringing it up. But we're gonna camp out, barbecue on City Hall, and we're gonna have a good time. And we're gonna demand that they go and find $22 million and zero balance our water accounts. We're gonna do that this summer, y'all. It's election time. Raise your voices. People running for Senate seats. You got your county commission, they seats up. You got these 2 mayor elections. I mean, council elections. You got your state rep race. You got a couple of seats on your school board. Raise your voice. See what these people want to, let's come down there. That's, make this demand. Let's see which one of these candidates is for doing something for the people.
hey man, it's Black History Month, right?
Yeah.
Um, Shout out to Floyd McCree, who was Flint, Michigan's first black mayor.
Shout out to Karen Weaver, Flint, Michigan's first and only mayor that was a female. Shout out. A lot of good history. And all of the great mayors in between. Yep. This is like I said.
I got a trivia question for the audience. I got a trivia. And y'all can't Google it. If y'all Google it, I ain't fucking with y'all. Who was the first black mayor in Michigan? Michigan, not Flint. Who was the first black mayor in Michigan? I give y'all a moment to put it in the chat. First
You
one,
might
put
as
it in
well
the chat.
just type that up there and keep talking.
What you mean?
Cause you're gonna be silent until they answer that question. You're gonna have a lot of airtime.
Man, all right, the show must let's go.
Well,
I
there
already
you
told
go.
them this
I
stuff,
told you to type it up there
but
so
you
they can
didn't let me
remember
finish.
what your question is.
You didn't let me finish. The first one that does it get a free water crisis memoir. I ship it to you. Damn, let me finish, man.
Type
Who
that
was
up too.
who was
Type
Michigan's first black mayor? And it's a two-part. And what year was it? And how long did they serve? I need all that. And
uh
the first one to do that, put that in the chat during the show.
hold
Get a
on.
free get a free Flint water
What is that?
crisis memoir.
Team Money, you got a good one there.
Yeah, I know.
That's pretty good, man.
In the great state of Michigan, who was the first black mayor in the great state of Michigan?
The first black mayor in the great state of Michigan.
Yep. Oh yeah, and I need what city they serve too. But when you said you gonna already know what city they serve, so that really don't matter. I need the they terms, as long as the years they serve, and I need their name. First black, you got to be the first black mayor in great state of Michigan.
Yeah, they should have that answer. They should have that answer. This shouldn't be that hard. First black mayor in the city of Michigan.
Hey man, what's going on with the I still want to I because I don't understand that that was a second lawsuit, that Viola thing,
Huh?
that Viola settlement the other day for 25 million. That was a second lawsuit, or was the same for the 600 million crumbs they giving us, or was it added to that, or that's like a different lawsuit altogether?
No. Every child will receive an additional $1,500.
On top of what they was already getting.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was like some um another a different lawsuit from the front with like a few people on there. Oh man,
No, it don't have nothing to do with grown-ups.
all
That's a
kids.
slap in the face again.
Not really, because they know
What?
all.
That's you crazy.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah,
The
I'm
kids,
listening.
the kids are our future, man. You know what I'm saying? We the new senior citizens, man. They know we gonna be dead and gone in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we was affected
10,
too. We was
10 plus years of being not able to drink water straight out of your tap, and you gotta wait till you're 19 years old to get $1,500. Make it make
they
sense.
oh
The
they
math
definitely
don't matter.
they definitely ripped us off. That's no doubt. Cause look at that what's that Camp Legionnaire or whatever they gave them, and the Boy Scouts, man, they told them off, man. The Boy Scouts of America and that Camp Legionnaire, man, they got told the fuck off. Them motherfuckers that even that Michigan State doctor was messing with, they even got told off. The students, the athletes, but a whole black city. I just looked it up. Everybody know Flint is predominantly black, but we 56.3% black, man. We well over half. 56. I just looked it up. We 56.3% Afro American, and the other percentage make up the Native Indians, the Hispanics, and the Caucasians. You know what I'm saying? In other words, if that was percentage of an NBA basketball team, we would be the majority owners. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Um, they wouldn't have did it. They wouldn't have did it. They wouldn't have did. They wouldn't have did this shit in Grand Blanc. They wouldn't have did this shit in Beverly Hills. You know what I mean? They did this shit to one of the poorest, poverty-stricken cities in the United States of America, man. Which at one time we was the top middle class city in America, man.
Top
When
to the bottom.
in the whole United States, Flint, Michigan was one of the top. We was in the top five as middle class America, man.
Top to the bottom.
Yeah, and that's saying a lot, man. Hey, excuse my English. We went from sugar to shit. You know what I mean? Um, they would have pulled that
Small
shit up.
frown.
They would have pulled that shit in Detroit, man. They would have tore Detroit up, man. They would have probably pulled that shit. That's we see Flint. We fall for anything, man. We you know what I mean. We strong people. Don't get it twisted. I always brag on how strong Flint is, but to a certain extent, we let motherfuckers come here and become millionaires. We let the rich get richer, and the poor don't get a motherfucking thing, man. Um, they didn't beat us out of our opera funds, our roofs falling in. The same repetitive shit. I know people get tired of hearing this shit. Our roofs falling in, our driveways cracking, our porches falling in. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yep. We
then people will say bullshit like black people, we need to step up and be homeowners or shit like, how you gonna be homeowners when we poverty stricken, man? Everybody
now
can't be, everybody
now
can't be a homeowner.
I
We
know
ain't
what
got
you're
no
talking
money, man.
about.
We ain't got no money.
I know what you're talking about. And in the near future, I'm gonna try to put that into action.
I'm tired of
Because
all these
we
fucking
do
slumlords,
because
man.
we do need to be we do need more homeowners.
Yeah,
And what I mean by we need more homeowners is it's a lot of people who may have made a bad decision as far as financial wise
and it's a lot of
that
homeowners in
they're
Flint.
still being penalized for nowadays when it comes to being
Look,
a homeowner.
and it's
And
a lot of
these
home.
same people have a wonderful history of renting an apartment, or in some cases, you got some people that have been renting a house for 20 years. So
And it's a
those
lot.
people, I feel, should
And
have a house, own a house, and let them
it's
pay
a,
taxes and
and
save
it's a
some
lot of,
money instead of paying rent
man.
every week.
And you gonna let me talk, man?
Now I'm
God
gonna let you
damn.
talk.
God damn, man. You know that's how it go. You say something, I say something, man. Listen. And there's a lot of homeowners in Flint that can't upkeep the keep of the homes. Cause motherfuckers stealing the ARPA funds and shit like that. Like you got homeowners that got holes in their roofs, holes in their goddamn walls, the house falling down. You know what I'm saying? So basically the homes they live in are gonna become blight in a minute. Make that shit make sense, man. And our damn community leaders ain't shit. You can do the community leaders. They're supposed to be leaders around here. Y'all ain't shit, man. I don't care if y'all get mad. Y'all black organizations ain't shit, man. Because ain't nowhere in the world Flint is predominantly black city in the United States of America with third world country problems, man. We can't even go to the tap right now and get a glass of water, man. I mean, we can, but you writing your own death ticket. You know what I mean? When I go out of town, man, I don't even trust. It's so fucked up that you don't even trust other water systems because you so used to drinking bottles of water. You so used to not going to the tap. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My homeboy the other day went to his tap. I was out of town, and I was like, I'm like, man, what the fuck is you? I forget we wasn't in Flint. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Yeah,
I miss that, man. Standing by the water, letting the water run, and just drink some cold water out the sink. You get what I'm saying? We ain't even got that. We can't do that. Our kids don't even can't even have no water balloon fights. You remember Rich when we was little? I know you remember this. You used to go use the bathroom, and when you coming out the bathroom, you would jump up on the sink and get a drink of water from the sink and keep on going up out of there. You know what I'm saying? We can't experience our kids can't even experience that no more, man. You know what I'm saying?
they can't.
All they know is bottles of water, man. If you was
Our
born in
kids
twenty,
ain't shoot. Our
if you,
kids lack a whole lot of natural things.
yeah, a whole bunch. If you was born in 2015, they don't even know. They don't know. That's all they know is bottles of water. You know what I'm
There's
saying?
a lot of them.
Yeah, it's a lot of them. They 10 years old now. No, they ain't 10. The one they 9. They was born, but the 2014 babies. Because it actually shit, don't really people get it twisted when it started. When did it start, Rich? It started in 2014, right or wrong,
It
right?
really started in like 2013, 2012.
I believe you because I noticed a change in the water in 2012, man. I was living on the south side on Cherokee, man, and it was some brown water in my tub one day, man. We're in tub, but this was in 2012.
But the official switch was in 15, right?
Yeah, the switch was, but the water went bad in 14. Remember they stopped putting the additive in there or whatever the fuck it was, and from the plant. It was see when they switched the water. Remember, Rich, when they switched the water to Detroit? I mean, from Detroit to the Flint River, the system was already fucked up. Remember, it was already, you know what I'm saying. And then they
That's why I
start
think that's why
then
that kid, that company Eola was in a lawsuit or something.
then
It's
they put
supposed to be a couple. It's supposed to be a couple more companies in the lawsuit, but I'll be glad when all that's over and an independent lawyer come pick us up. Cause man,
hey
this is
hey
ridiculous.
look, but look though, if you think about it, I never thought about it like this. That was a hell of a conspiracy because they already had fucked the water up in 14 by not adding that additive from the water plant. Then they switched it to everybody know if you grow up in Flint, what's in the Flint River, man? Fucking bodies, car parts, chemicals. You already know not
Don't
if you go
use the river.
if you go fishing in the Flint River, you know to throw it back. It was just fishing for a sport. You did not eat out of the Flint River, man. So what make them put our pipeline in the Flint River, man? That was a conspiracy, man. I was like, hey, already got them on their knees. Let's finish them. I ain't even think, I just thought about that to right now. I just thought about that, man. That's horrible, man. We went from man, I'm telling you, man. Shout out to my pops, RIP pops. I remember because I grew up out on the beach, and you know, see how the tables turn. Remember how bad y'all was talking about beach and water. Remember how bad Flint used to talk about beach and water. Because when I was going with my dad's on the weekends, I used to bring water back for the week because Flint water used to be good as fuck off the tap, man. Used to be they used to have some good quality water in the early '80s. Shit, that water was I was you know what I'm saying I was bottling this shit up, taking it home, and see how the tables turn. But see how the difference between beach water and Flint water is beach water just got the minerals in it, and you know what I'm saying. That motherfucking Flint water is poison. Shit, so really it's like comparing apples to oranges, really. But it's still bad water though. I remember y'all was clowns about our water, man. Look how the tables turn, man.
Yeah.
You know that. We was
Now
known
what
for
you
bad
mean?
water.
Y'all used to
Hey,
clown.
Beecher was known for police and bad water. You don't want to go. You don't want to go on Beecher. The police gonna get you, or that water out there nasty as hell. You know what I'm saying? there was the two things about Beecher. If you was from Flint, you knew the police wasn't no joke, and you knew our water was
Hey,
nasty.
Terrence,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get off subject for me. I got a trick question to ask you.
What's that?
What year was the first black mayor of Michigan born?
Huh?
What year was the first mayor? What was the first black mayor in Michigan born?
What year?
Yep.
1918.
Okay.
Don't you
That's a
think I
good.
checked all?
That's
Don't you
you
think I
are
checked?
correct.
Don't you think I checked all that out? Hey, Clack say beach water smell like eggs. No, Clack, Mount Trolls water smell like eggs.
Hey,
Beach water.
Clark, no, hey, Clark, you know the answer? What was the first black mayor in Michigan?
Trivia question. And what? How many years did he serve? And what city he served in?
Dang, you throwing more questions in, ain't you?
No, I didn't. I
Every
said
time you when you gonna what you gonna ask next?
no, no,
One of
no.
these
I
easy
said
questions?
no, no. I said name the first mayor, black mayor in the whole great state of Michigan. Then I said the years he served his terms in what city. I mean, shit, you gotta know what city. You can't, you know what I mean? But all they gonna do is Google that shit, though. They gonna take the fun out the game. Yeah, beach water was nasty, but it wasn't poisonous, bro. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it was good for you because it had minerals in it. It was well water. That's why them boys. That's why them boys was big out there. Shit, that damn
Hey,
look at that mineral water. Them athletes, man. Shit, man. I'm looking at half these dudes at 14. Man, I was 2 times bigger as them dudes at 14. You know what I'm saying? These dudes look like elementary. Half of them look like elementary kids, man. You know what I'm saying? But was I right though, Rich? He was born
yeah,
in 1918, right?
yep.
Yeah. Everybody should know who it is because he a
Hey,
legend. He a
what
legend.
about the I got a good one. I got a good one.
But
See how people been paying attention. Who was the first black female mayor of Flint, Michigan?
man, come on, man. Okay, Clack. I need a full name. Clack got it. And I need
What?
what? And I need a Clack. And I need the city. And I need the years he served. Melissa say a white woman with blonde hair with well water turn their hair orange. I never heard of that before. Shit. Yeah, Beecher definitely got well water. They still got well water. They water a little bit better. Just a little bit. So I know if you put Beecher water in the refrigerator for like 3 days, it'll turn brown. But it
What?
ain't bad. But it ain't bad for you though. It's just nasty. It got minerals and shit in it. Flint water is poisonous, man. Flint water causes cancer and ulcers and legionnaires, and I can keep going. You know what I'm saying? Call me on Detroit. I don't know. Clay say he don't know the years. I know he served forever, goddammit. He left when he got ready.
Yeah.
But
You know who was the first black female mayor in Michigan?
in Michigan,
Yep. You ain't gotta do no Googling.
say
She
what?
came out of East Point and she was the mayor from
What's her name?
2019 to 2023.
Say her name. How she the first in Michigan if Karen
He
Weaver,
just left office.
but Karen Weaver was the first in 2014,
Wait a
right?
minute.
Huh?
That's wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong. Karen Weaver was the mayor in 2014 in Flint, Michigan. So how was she the? Oh, girl, you talking about was the first black female mayor? Was she white or black? She's just a female.
She was first black. No, she was the first mayor. Period. She was East Point's first black mayor, but she was. I think that's what they were broke open. That was the first time even she was the first mayor. Period. That was kind of good.
Who is it, Rick?
Her name was Monique Owens.
And she was the mayor of East Point.
Yeah.
That's down by Detroit. Melissa said she had to cheat and look it up. Yeah, me too. Cause I thought
Karen is
Karen,
the. I
I
think
thought
Karen
Karen
is
Weaver
the
was the
first
first.
black mayor in Michigan.
That's what I'm thinking. You mean black female?
Woman, yup.
So was the lady you talking about? Is she white or black?
She black too.
So she couldn't have been the first
No, she was the first in East Point. Yeah, this shit wrong.
in East Point history,
Let me
but
see
not.
if Karen Weaver even in that bitch.
She got to be. Yeah, he was there a long ass time. Clack called me on the one that told them motherfuckers. He said, take that dope back across 8 Mile.
Oh, she in there.
Of course, Rich.
2015.
Of course, Karen, we were gonna be in there. She gonna be in the record books. Why would she be?
Now she was only the fifth African American to hold office in the city of Flint. And we at six. Woo! Man, this is ridiculous. Oh, what year? Oh, here's another question. I'm just throwing through here, coming up with questions. What year did she get recalled?
Who?
Karen,
It was 16, wasn't it?
17.
It was the recall started in 16.
All the noise and lies. Who was
What
who
year
was the
did
first
Liddell
woman?
Lewis? What year did Liddell Lewis get recalled?
Shit, 2013, 24. Shout out to Floyd McCree. Did we really get 1,000 smoke and carbon monoxide alarms installed in Flint homes? I don't think that's true. We need them though. Carbon monoxide. And we need more than 200 to 400 of them. Well, look what I just found. Hey, put this number up, Terrence.
What?
180. I mean 810. I don't know why I said 180. 810 762 7336 extension 5102. Call if your home need an carbon monoxide alarm installed.
What is it again? 810 what?
Hold on. 762 7336 extension 5102. And anybody call off of this, y'all jump on in next time and let us know what the outcome of these numbers. Because, and I ain't shooting no venom, but it'd be a lot of situations that look good and sound good, but when you get to dollar them numbers, find out it ain't really about all nothing. So, that's a new one. It ain't about all nothing.
Man, I want to talk about slumlords in Flint, Michigan. That's what I want to talk about. Since you ain't got nothing to say.
Well, I'm ready to get off. Yeah, I'm ready to get off because I'm not getting on that subject.
Why?
Because,
You a slumlord?
no, I am into helping people who have good rent history, but had a bad experience when it comes to student loan or cars. Something is stopping them from becoming homeowners, which means that, and nowadays, rent is
Clark,
going up
Clark,
towards $1,000 a month.
Clark just said Flint schools is the biggest slumlords. I second the motion, Clark. Hey, Clark, man, I'm glad you on here, man. That Southwestern experiment is horrible, man. That Southwestern experiment is horrible, man. I done had a couple bad experiences just this year. What we only a month and a day to the whole year, man. They horrible, man. They real unprofessional, man. From their security to the police that work up there to the office, the motherfuckers unprofessional, man. Vice President Clark.
You got to elaborate, brother, because I see, I see a lot in our society in general where mannerism just like I remember our hall guards versus the hall guards nowadays, totally different. But you also got to look at the situations that we put our hall guards in versus the situation that these kids put our hall guards in. It's a lot. It's times have changed for the worse all over. Times has changed for the worse. It's sad. Um, we need to bring back some of our old values, old mannerisms. Like I said on the one podcast, we got our kids got to start going to school to learn.
Hey, Clark, I'm low, so I want to show you something, Clark, that you might have missed last night. This is our future right here, man. It's horrible, man. Rich don't
And
like it, but
yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
Clark
play.
elaborate on
I want Clack. I
whether or
want
not
Clack to see
the
this.
Flint students are able to learn this.
I want
Go
Clack to see
go
this.
on and throw that up, but I'm not pushing it on. I'm gonna take a break. Cover the screen up. I don't even want to see this no more.
I
Go on
want.
and
I
show us the
want.
Clack.
I want Clack to see it, man.
Go on and show us
Hold
the
on, Clack.
Clack, man. Go on,
I
hurry
got
up.
some
Now I ain't looking at the screen. Start
peekaboo,
talking when I
motherfucker.
can look up.
Hey, Clack, let's this shit out, Clack. This horrible, man.
Say. Uh, uh, 3:30.
What the clock say?
3:30.
You said it say 3:30.
Yeah.
All right, yup. It's a bet. It's a bet. All right, who I'm with?
Q, man.
All right, man. What time this clock say?
Hold on. 4. Bro,
What time the clock say?
that's like 4. Damn. 4, 25, 30, 35.
You said it's what?
4:45.
All right, bet. What this clock say?
4:42.
It say what?
4:42.
All right, it's a bet. What time this clock say?
Shit, like 4:40.
It say what?
Like 4:43.
All right, it's a bet. What time this clock say?
3:05.
What time the clock say?
3:05.
All right, it's a bet. What time this say?
9:45. I mean, damn, hell no, 9:37. But why you?
What time this one say?
Nigga, I can't see. 1:40. 1:40.
You said it say what?
But what the?
Man, that's a damn shame, man. If it ain't digital, they can't tell you the time. They already took cursive writing out of school. They need to have a special class to show these kids how to tell time, man. It's horrible, man. What you think about that, Clark? Me and Rich gonna do an experiment in Flint the same way. Cause I don't think this was Flint. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Yeah, that's one word, embarrassing. Exactly, bro. It's definitely embarrassing, man. Um, but it's by design though, Clark. It's by design, man. They like for example with Flint, what we got one high school and a handful of other schools. I don't even know how many schools we officially got in Flint, Michigan. Um, but on top of the leg, because I did some research, leg given a learning disorder, and then it's less places for them to learn at. You know what I mean? We got a bunch of charter schools and suburban schools, but we in the you know what I mean? Man, it's horrible, man.
You just shot me out. I don't know.
Yeah, cause you.
I'm back though.
Hey, I was telling Clack how Clack say that's embarrassing, man. I was
Flint
telling
kids
Clack,
know how to tell time.
we gonna do an experiment, right? Me and you, we say we gonna do that, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna film. You gonna stand up there with the clock. We gonna do 10 kids. Look, we're gonna do 10 kids in Beecher, and we're gonna do 10 kids in Flint. That's the experiment. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 10 kids from the Buck randomly at the liquor stores, and then we're gonna do 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens, man. 10 kids in Flint and see what happens It'll be lovely if we get 18 out of 20, right?
Man, we're gonna get 20 out of 20.
Okay. You that confident?
I'm not confident.
Rich, we only got 2 schools in the whole city.
Everybody know how to multiply by 5. We better not talk to nobody that don't know how to multiply by 5.
All right, Clark, I got you. Clark said send on the link. All right, I got you, Clark. Hold on. What you mean everybody know how to multiply by 5?
That's all you gotta do. You can multiply by 5, you can tell time.
No, man. What the hell multiplying by
Man,
5?
that's the truth.
Man, Rich, man. Give me some of that ghetto passing juice you been drinking, man.
Whatever, man.
Man,
Watch the mic here.
that
Hurry up
ain't,
and send Mike that link.
I am doing it right now. That ain't accurate though, what you saying, brother.
Well, what not?
Cause that ain't accurate. Hold on. Let me get Clark on here.
Soon as my grandson learn how to count and learn how to learn his multiplications up to 5, I'm gonna teach you how to tell time.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do an experiment tonight in my own home. I'm gonna draw a clock. I got a wall clock in my living room, and I'm gonna get my youngest together, and I'm gonna see. First, I'm
I
gonna ask
got
them.
how much
First,
money how much you got that your youngest don't know how
look,
to tell time?
look. First, this the chicken. First, I'm gonna ask them what time it is. They're gonna pick up their cell phones and tell me. Then I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna take their cell phone from them, and I'm gonna wait a whole another hour. And I'm gonna go in the living room, and I'm gonna put the clock on the time. Then I'm gonna ask them to tell me the time without their cell phone. I'm gonna do me an experiment tonight. I'm gonna prove to you. I
What
got
you gonna
three. I
prove to
got
me?
three. I
What?
got three in Flint schools, huh? I ain't hear
Cause
you.
ain't nobody took their time to teach their kids how to tell time.
That
Their kids,
we
if
not
your kids
cause
gonna know how to multiply by 5, it's easy as hell to teach them how to
see
tell time.
it's not by it's by design. It's not by fault. Because what I'm saying is when we grew up, wasn't no digital. When we got to that digital shit, it was like I mean, with Kmart, like we got what in high school or maybe junior high, they had them little digital looking watches. But before then, man, we taught time. We was taught to tell time on a traditional clock. You know what I mean? That was just like the natural thing to do. Like like brushing your teeth and washing your ass
Well,
and all that.
I
That's
was taught how
natural.
to tell time
It was just natural.
on
That
a
was
piece
like
of paper
natural.
with a with a
That was
with a
natural.
with a with a clock drawn on it.
That enabled us. That's what it did. It hurt us when they start with the digital shit. Just like what happens if you get a check, $100,000 check, and they
Man,
can't
Mike
even they
Clark,
can't
hurry up and click in here.
they can't even sign it because they only know how to curse or write. They ain't taking no print at the bank.
You gotta do
They
something about that too.
they want a signature, bro. It's all the same thing. The clocks, the telling the time, and the signature. It's all the same game, man. I ain't been in the Flint school in a while, but I bet you they got digital on the wall. What you bet? You think they got traditional clocks on the walls in the school?
Flint probably do. Hell, they probably can't afford digital.
Oh man.
Hurry up, Mike. Get on here, man, before I be done said something. Be done done
Oh,
the
here you go.
turkey. I
He in
be
the
done, I
back.
be done done the turkey and said too much. Hurry up and get on here before I be done said too much.
So look, we do have
Shoot.
traditional analog clocks in our classrooms, unless the teacher brings their own clock in the classroom.
So
Now,
we got so they got traditional clocks, clack?
yes, On the walls, yes. Traditional clocks. They're probably the same clocks that you had on the walls when you was in high school. Now, the thing is, this is not a Flint schools thing. This is a government thing. This is a across the board. It ain't got nothing to do with the Flint schools are not teaching their kids how to do this. It's across the board. It's school districts in the inner city across the nation. So it's not just the Flint schools. Flint schools has an issue with a lot of things, but we doing, and I can only, I'm not going to talk about uh, other school boards and stuff like that because that's just the nature of how it is. I can say what I have been in, me personally, what I've had an influence on. We all know that Flint schools got their own problems with a whole bunch of stuff. Mismanagement of money, whatever. You know what I mean? Over the years, so it's a lot going on. But it's not just the Flint schools, and there is more than one high school in Flint. It's just not a Flint school. We got a lot of charter schools in Flint, and that is by design. We charter schools are by design. If you look at other schools, like Ann Arbor doesn't have the charter schools like Flint. Saginaw don't even got the charter schools like Flint. So it's all by design. It's everything that you see is by design.
Yo, and I wanna thank you, Mike, for saying exactly what you said because I done basically said the same thing over and over again, but it sounds way better coming from somebody that actually is face to face with what's going on. Because
Yeah,
I,
it's
like
not.
I
It's
said,
not.
I'm a surface guy, so
No.
my opinion ain't that deep. But I got a question to ask you, Mike. Do the Flint Public Schools teach cursive handwriting?
It is not in the curriculum for the Flint schools nor any school to teach cursive. If you are a teacher, I do know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give a shout out to the one teacher just filing all the complaints on me. The one teacher that I know don't like me. I know for a fact that she was teaching cursive because I walked the one time that I've been in her presence. I went in her classroom and I saw. You remember the old paper bag paper that we used to have with the three lines that with the big that teach you how to write real big, the paper bag paper that was brown and it had the little, she had that in her classroom, and this was at home. So this was seventh or eighth grade. I'm not sure exactly
You
what.
talking about the construction paper you had to stay between the lines?
Yeah, but we used to call it the paper bag, the brown paper bag paper. Yeah,
I just called it writing paper, man. Y'all some young cats, man.
yeah, but it is not required. But some teachers do go the extra mile and teach that because people know that in order to buy a car, buy a house, even to get a cell phone contract, you got to sign your name. You got to sign your name. So like it's by design. Like what else? How else can you disenfranchise a whole community the easiest way? Where you
That's
take out the most basic things out the curriculum: how to sign your name, how to balance a checkbook, even stuff like how we had the skill center, mechanics, bricklaying, masonry. What you call it when the girls teach how to when they learn how to do hair, do nails, all of that stuff was taken out of the public schools for a reason. It's by design. It's not just by
Talking about home economics.
not home ec. Home ec has, and matter of fact, home ec in itself has 110 different things that you can study, different studies in it, whether it be sewing a button on a shirt or and everybody don't have a My mom and my grandma showed me how to sew a button on a shirt or how to repair a hole in the pants, or my mom and my grandmother showed me how to do that. So it's not as if some people. Mom, I'm on, Mom. No, why is the car running? Because I'm getting ready to leave. Goodness. Say hello to
Dude,
everybody. Say hello to
hey,
everybody.
shout out. You good,
Say
Mike?
hello,
She
please,
good.
because that was embarrassing.
No, she good, Mike. She good. She good.
But anyway, that's all by design. It's
Hey,
not. It's
Mike, your parents could never embarrass you, bro. Go ahead.
Man, she
no.
good,
That was
man.
embarrassing.
Tell her, I know. Tell her we said hi.
Anyway, what was I saying?
I know she threw you all off track. You was talking about the and he threw me off too.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich, go in and come back out, man. You sound horrible, man.
Who, me?
Yeah, man. So we got some
All right.
feedback. Go ahead, Clark.
I don't even know what I was saying, man.
Hold up.
Is Rich coming back?
Yeah, I'm bringing it back right now. Hold on.
Yeah, you were talking about the effects of the cursive writing and the rather the lack of it, and what it's caused and how it's been set up and stuff. Yeah, this is designed, and that's sad.
Yeah, so that's part of the reason why I get so offended when people just say Flint schools this, Flint schools. It's not just Flint schools. It's nationwide. It's public schools. One of the reasons why we went to DC was because the government is trying to defund public schools and take all and regulate all the programs, especially the programs that would affect school districts like Flint. Like there was Title 1. You hear people say Title 1 funding, Title 9 funding, Title 4. Well, those are for different programs. Different programs are funded by the federal government, and you hear people say like you have people that have blended salaries, so you have people that get paid halfway out of general fund and halfway out of Title 1 funds. It's because they might work as a I don't know, behavioral specialist or something, and that has some of their job description is after school programs, which is paid for by Title 4, or during the school programs, which is paid for by Title 1 or Title 9 or whatever, general for however the situation may be. But the federal government is trying to. Matter of fact, the biggest one is the Individual with Disabilities Act, and that directly affects kids from Flint because we got kids that have been affected by the lead directly. So if
Ninety
they if
percent of
they
your
try to
population, right?
a
Uh,
third of the schools, what actually is more than a third. It's more than a third, but we got 200, about 2,900, almost 3,000 kids, and 900 of them have IEPs. So with an IEP, that's saying that there's something that we need to have a specific focus on, whether it be behavioral, emotional, your grades, whatever the situation may be. So,
Hey, Clark, what is the
huh?
IEP exactly?
IEP is an acronym for Individualized Education Plan, and that could be it could be you could have ADHD and you might have an IEP, or you could have bad test scores and you could have an IEP. You could have bad GPA and you could have an IEP. You could have issues at home and you could have an IEP. It all depends on what your situation is. It's individual. It's an individualized education plan to get you as an individual to have more success as being a student. That's basically what it's for.
So is it like for problem childs?
I don't want to say yeah, um, but like problem child, like there's an issue that's being brought forth that says that you need a specific focus on something. It could be your reading test scores, and you have an IEP to get your reading test scores. So it could be you emotionally. You've been diagnosed with some type of emotional impairment, and you could have an IEP for that. So it all depends. I don't want to say go down the road and say it's problem or trouble,
different,
but
different students, different situations,
yeah.
different. Yeah, I understand. But at the end, you want them to do better.
It's all focused on the child to be more successful, um, regardless of whether it be it's an individual study on that particular child and how they can be successful. What the school district can do to make that individual be more successful as a student.
I can see.
hmm But the thing about an IEP that I've learned as in the recent years is that they put all these the stigmas on people like say Rich, you got a son, and Terrence, you got a son, and I got a son, and we send our kids out to I don't like a Grand Blanc middle school or something like that. They'll try to hurry up and give your kid an IEP because what it does is down the road, and what I'm learning is certain jobs or certain branches of the military you aren't allowed to, you won't be able to qualify for because you're emotionally or you have some type of plan that it disqualifies you in the future.
Different, different situations, different disqualifications.
Hey,
Hmm.
hey,
It's
Clack.
the-
So can an IEP like they can get like denied from different school districts? You know what I
I
mean?
don't think so. I don't. I don't want to say yeah, and I don't want to say no, but I don't think that you can do that. That's some type of discrimination.
Okay.
Yeah, I
but
think it's some type of discrimination. But I
another
don't know
problem,
that.
Mike, and shout out for you running for state rep.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate
Um,
it.
this is something that I advocated for the first time you ran for state rep, and I'm going to advocate for it again. And then after I tell you what it is, which it is that y'all debt be forgiven,
Hmm.
and you can enlighten the people about how much better our Flint Public School would be if that was to happen.
We've got a $56 million debt. One from two bonds that were taken out. Um,
Hold on, before your time.
yeah,
All
it was
right, you can continue.
2020. It was 2020 when these bonds were taken out. One was for energy, $13 million was for energy, and the other was for I can't remember was for 40 some odd million dollars, and I can't remember what it was for, but it's totaling $56 million, and that's what's holding the school district. Was over our head as far as our debt. Most of our debt. Now we do got a $14.5 million reoccurring debt from salaries and legacy funds and benefits and all that stuff. Buildings and all that stuff that we go through every single year, which every school district has that. You got to have. You gonna have light bills and water bills and whatever, electricity bills and legacy costs, which is people that retired. You got to pay that stuff out too. So ours is 14. I'm like almost $15 million a year. I can't remember the exact numbers, but it's 14 point something. So we got just like the city has the ARPA funds, we had ESSER funds. So a lot of our ESSER funds that you can see, you can ride around our school buildings, and you can see all the parking lots have been repaved and be redone, and the schools are getting new roofs and new air conditioning, new heating, new lights, new electrical all through the building. Homes is getting their office is being I don't know if when the last time y'all been in homes, but if y'all went to homes, but the offices you got to kind of walk in the building and walk down the hall a little bit. The office is being relocated by the door. We get new windows in some schools. Just a lot of upgrades. We doing the best that we can. I'm not one of them people that's gonna sit back and wait for somebody to feel like they're gonna give us the money to do something. We got the money to do what we need to do, and we gonna do what we need to do as far as we can. We don't have the millions and millions and millions and hundreds of millions to build a new school, but we got the millions to refurbish our schools, and you know what I'm saying. They can be new on the inside. We can have you know new electrical sockets that electrical sockets that you can. They got the LED. I mean the little what you call it, the little things you can plug a cell phone thing in. We gonna have LED lights all throughout the schools. Even the new fire retardant systems, like to put the fire systems out. All that stuff is gonna be brand new too. So it's a lot that's going on in the schools. It might not look like it on the outside because we can't build new schools, but on the inside, the interior of the
Yeah,
school,
but them
it's a lot.
frames is top notch.
I mean, well, they was built 80 years ago, so ain't nothing to just
Top
Hey,
notch.
hey, Clack. I want to ask you about the cell phones when you get a chance.
go ahead. What's up?
So, I don't know. I was just talking about it the other day. Do y'all have like a system to where they can bring their phones to school, but at the door they can't come inside the school, but like put like a lockbox or something because we in Flint, Michigan, man.
Hmm.
Just think of a pedophile or something got on them after they got off the school bus. They can't call for help or anything. They could get jumped into a fight. Anything can happen.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Terrence. What is your phone going to do to prevent any of those situations? You can't. If somebody on your ass and you getting your ass beat, you getting jumped. You're not gonna sit back and call somebody and say, "Come get me." You know this. That's not how you know. That's not how the hood works. Nobody gonna give you a chance to make a phone call. If somebody's a rapist, they're not gonna give you a chance to make a phone call. Here's the thing. What I will say is because I'm a parent as well. If I did not agree with 100% of everything that was in the language of those bands, the cell phones and the hoodies. I didn't. I didn't agree with 100%. But what it is as an educator, when you're trying to teach a class and you got somebody sitting in the back of the class on their cell phone, and then I say, "Hey, Terrence, put your phone down, bro." And everybody else is trying to learn, or maybe half the class trying to learn. But if I got to take 30 seconds to say, "Terrence, put your phone down," now what that's gonna do is Rich gonna say, "How come Terrence got his phone? I wanna, I'm gonna be on my phone too." So now I gotta take 30 seconds to tell Terrence. Now I gotta take another 30 seconds to talk to Rich. Now I'm talking to Terrence and Rich. Now we got Clack over here on the side that's like, "Oh shit, I why I can't have my phone?" So now I got one plus another one that I'm debating with. Now we taking time away from the lesson. I gotta calm all y'all down, explain to you this. Now on top of that, if Terrence and Rich get to fighting and Clack pull out his cell phone, what it does is it went from now you went from 3 days suspension because it's one-on-one fight to cyberbullying because you're gonna post it on Facebook to to it's never being taken down to now we got to deal with your parents because you done got your ass whooped on Facebook and now we got to deal with somebody parent that's mad because there's 6 people stomping on this one kid. So the fact of the matter is I'm gonna just tell you from this is Clack, and I'm only one more board member. I'm only one vote. When I saw that girl throw that chair and it hit that teacher, she was not aiming for the teacher. She was aiming for another little girl that was on the other side of the classroom. Now the whole situation was wrong, but if that situation had never had been posted on Facebook, I found out about it from one of my former students when I worked at Homes. Sent it to me via Facebook Messenger 5 minutes after it happened. So how can we put the safety of our kids and hold that in our best interest? And we got people that's posting stuff that's going not only is it putting us at in harm's way, putting everybody in harm's way, but we can be liable to get sued. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just and if you went and here's the one thing. If you sign up to pay to go to your for your child to go to Powers, you're gonna pay $15,000 a year, right? You know that all your kids, they attire, every single thing that they wear gonna have Powers with that P with the lightning bolt through it. I don't care if it's a t-shirt, a cardigan, a sweatshirt, whatever, it's gonna have Powers on it. You sign up, you gonna pay, and if you don't, I mean, you got to pay for your kids to go there. I know because my daughter went there, and I know because I had to buy everything to say Powers on there. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have people over there complaining about, "Oh man, we can't have our kids doing this." You sign up, you follow them rules, you pay them to follow their rules, and then if you don't, they're gonna get rid of you, and then you ain't getting your money back. So only in Flint schools do we have people complaining about something as petty as a hoodie or a cell phone. We're not saying you can't wear sweatshirts or cardigans or sweaters or long sleeve t-shirts, but when we got people sitting in the back of the class, you know what I'm saying, like this, you know what I'm saying, like, and the teacher look, you know what I'm saying, and then we had to ban ski masks too because they walk around the school with skis on. So
Okay, Clark, look, I want to talk about that hoodie for a minute. So what happened if, because the schools have been kind of cold in there. What happened if, because I know a lot of people that wear hoodies.
no, sir, I'm not buying that. I've been at
No,
the school.
listen.
I'm
Then I
listening.
mean, what happened? You got single mom. I mean, we're in Flint, Michigan, man. Poverty stricken motherfuckers. What happened if she would have spent? She went and bought her son 10 hoodies for the winter. So that's all. That's what he got. And now y'all changed the dress code. Who gonna give her some money to go buy him cargo sweaters or whatever to replace the hoodies that she spent her money on in September when she had got her welfare check and bought him school clothes, which included a bunch of hoodies
Come
that he
on, bro.
can't
We
wear
know
now.
it don't work like that. You don't get a
Hold,
welfare
hey,
check and
hold
you go
on,
buy
Mike.
10 hoodies.
Let me ask you one more question first. Let me add to it.
We know it don't work like that, Terrence. Come on, bro.
Let me hold on. Let me add to it. Now, when it comes to the hoodies, are they not allowed to wear a hoodie in the school? Are they not allowed to have a hoodie on their body?
We should not have to say you have to come into school and take your hood off. This is a learning environment. We should not have to come into a school and say, don't wear that ski mask on in the school. This is a learning environment. Are we promoting thugs or are we promoting students? Are we trying to
I,
promote well-rounded
I agree with the ski mask. I agree with the ski mask
you're right.
100%.
But at the end of the day, when you say when we say, all right, the rule was already don't put your hood on. Don't walk around. You can't walk around like this. That was already the rule. But
Okay,
when you look at
okay.
them
Now we
videos,
get somewhere.
when you look at them videos, everybody that got a hoodie on, what they doing? Everybody
Dirt.
got their hood on. Everybody got their hood on. Now here's
But
the thing
but
that I
so
here's
hoodies
hold on,
are banned, right?
huh?
Not they are banned, right? You can't even walk into
You
school
just can't put it over your
with
head.
No,
oh, so
you
you
could
can
not.
wear a hoodie
No,
but not
no,
put it on.
no. It was already the rule that you could not wear your hood on the at the school. You could
You
not
can
put a
wear the
hood
hoodie,
on in
but
the
not
school.
the hoodie over your head.
Now, because some people, not everybody, a small population of people, and and it's all been compounded by everything that you see on Facebook and on national media, is because a small population of people have messed it up for everybody. It's not that everybody has been, not following the rules, but there's certain rules that need to be followed. I don't care about the ban of the hoodies. I don't, I could care less. If we say this is just the rules, my kids have been paying, going to private school since they've been going to school, and there's certain things that we pay for that we sign on that paper. When you sign and you say we go send our kids to this school that and it ain't no question about it. Only because it's Flint schools do we have all these people that got a problem with, oh, they banning hoodies, and then we come up with all these what if this and what if that. It ain't been happening. It has not been happening. Now, true enough, we are the inner city and we got our own issues, but we don't have school shootings, and it's just a fact. They don't have school shootings in the inner city. They happen at outer at rural, more rural schools. They don't happen in the hood.
Yeah,
We got
Thank
traditionally
God.
people.
you're right.
We got people.
Thank
We'll catch
God.
you outside of school. We will catch you walking home. We'll catch you. You know what I'm saying? We catch our ops walking home. We meet up somewhere and we fight. That's the issues that we have in the hood. We don't got. I'm gonna get mad and I'm gonna shoot up the school. I'm gonna get you. We don't got that issue in the Flint schools, in Detroit schools, and Pontiac schools. And we,
Saginaw.
You know why,
exactly, we
right?
don't got that. That's
You
not.
know
That's not
why, right?
why.
You know why? That's the Caucasian kids doing that.
Well, I mean, of course, I just want yeah. But at the end of the day, we have different issues. We don't have to worry about our kids going to school like them kids at Powers. They go when they go to parties that they go have skittle parties. They pull up, they flip over a card, and whatever that card say, they picking the pills out and they popping them. You know what I'm saying? They got parents that write that they steal their prescription books and they go write prescriptions and they get whatever the drugs they want. We don't have that issue. Our kids smoke weed and our kids vape. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do as black folks. We don't
Because
do a whole lot of.
that's what they see.
That's what they
They
see.
do what they see.
Now, the thing about it is, that's why I keep harping on if you go to Powers, because my daughter went to Powers. You know that when you sign that dotted on the sign on that dotted line, when your son or daughters go to Powers Catholic, everything that they wear, I don't care if it's a skirt, I don't care if it's a t-shirt, it's gonna have Powers Catholic on it. And you ain't coming in there like this. You ain't coming in that school like this, going
And
up in
you're
no
not
classroom.
using your phone while the
And you not
teacher is
and
teaching.
I mean they and see what it is. I know when Haley was there, the one teacher that I do know had a thing on the back of his door. As soon as you come in that classroom, you dropping your phone in your slot. But our kids, our kids, because we got parents, and I hate to say this, but we got parents to say, you do what I tell you, I don't care what that teacher say. You know what I'm saying? You keep your phone on you and do whatever. So our kids go to school and whoop the teacher's ass when they try to say, put your phone down or try to confiscate their phone. But when they're trying to do their job, our kids do that. You don't hear about that stuff at Grand Blanc and Powers and all these schools because they parents tell them to abide by the rules. Only in the hood do we got people that say, I'm your parent. When I call you, well, okay, at the end of the day, what you gonna do if something happens? Then if it's a school shooter, the police gonna make a perimeter and you ain't getting into school anyway. So what difference do it make if they call you? There's police in the schools. There's security guards in the schools. There's behavior specialists and school advocates and all type of stuff in the schools. So only because it's the Flint schools do we have all these people that got these issues with the hoodies. We got all these people with the cell phones. That's the only reason. But ain't nobody saying nothing about these fat ass test scores that we got or this partnership we got with the state of Michigan. They say if y'all don't increase these test scores, if y'all don't increase this graduation rate, if y'all don't increase the money that y'all
Okay,
spend,
Mike. Let me ask you. I'm glad you said that. I'm going to interrupt you because I do got some questions to ask you on that. What can we do as a community to help these kids increase their grades?
have them study when they come home. Now it's now I and it's not just this is not y'all. This is people in general that say, well, they ain't got no book bags. Most teachers is 2024. Who uses books? All of my, I'm a teacher too. All of my books was on the internet. I can tell you what app you download an app, and there's no excuse from when you and Mr. Class, and this is not just me, that you cannot do your homework because I got Google Classroom, I got Edpuzzle, I got Quizzes, I got all these different apps that I can do. I can send you an assignment through your phone, through your Google email address, and most people don't use books. They got workbooks, but they don't have a hard copy book that you flip through like how we had. You know what I'm saying? Like they do have them, but it's 2024. Things are digital now. Everything is digital. I can give one. I can be on my computer in front of the classroom, and everybody in the classroom can see what I'm projecting on the screen. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be turn to page 36 and everybody read this. I can control that from my desk or in front of the classroom. You know what I mean? But why do we need cell phones if especially in the Flint schools when you got a computer that was given you to take home and a computer that you can use at school?
So we gotta make better use of our time away from school as
I'm
well
I'm
as.
asking that parents, and this is just, I say that because, I grew up with most of my parents was teachers. So I used to, in the summertime, I didn't just have a free time. I had to do book reports and all type of crazy stuff like that in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? On the weekends, I had to do a book report. I had to read encyclopedias and stuff like that. So I'm saying that what I don't want is our kids to be like them kids in that video that can't tell time. That's embarrassing. You see what I'm saying? Like, and the parent is the first teacher. The parent is the one that you don't go to school till you 3 or 4, 5 years old to get in the first grade. You ain't gotta send your kid to pre-K, or you know what I'm saying. You ain't gotta send your kid to what, I forget what you call it. A lot of people don't. But the first teacher is the parent. It's nothing that says that you can't have flashcards. You know how we used to have 2 + 2 was 4, 4 + 4 was 8, 2 × 2 was, you know what I'm saying? That you can't have flashcards. You can't have saying that, hey, sit your kid down and make them write a book report, and not in text lingo, not LOL and TTYL, because they'll try to turn that stuff in too. And this is the stuff that makes me upset and makes me fight the way I do, because you cannot go to college or you cannot do business as an electrician or a doctor or a lawyer or whatever writing in text lingo. You have to be able to write. I don't care nothing about a
Bingo,
hoodie. Huh?
bingo, Clark. I was waiting for you to say that. Bingo. Exactly. That's what I'm
What?
saying. All that text lingo and all that,
You
they
can't do it.
translated over to schoolwork.
Emojis,
But
emojis.
but they'll try to turn in a paper that say, like I said, remember Terrence when I wrote I don't even know, you know what I'm saying? Like, this cool to say on a platform to where we just talking. But if you expecting for somebody to grade you, if you being a teacher, even a substitute teacher, you got some level of education. For you to try to turn in something to somebody that's educated in something like that, it's almost like a slap in the face. You can't do that in real life. You can't come to you. You can't be a city council person or a state representative or a lawyer or even an electrician writing like that. You have to be able to write. Even if you're gonna be an electrician, you're gonna be in business for yourself. You need to be more on key with business, common business practices, and that's regular stuff. If you can't tell time, like my man, like all them was doing, how you gonna be your own entrepreneur? How you gonna be your own boss?
Yeah. Hey, Mike, I'm glad you said that time, because Terrence was challenging me. This is my thing on that. If you know how to multiply by 5,
You can tell time.
there you go. Thank you, Mike.
You
Thank
can
you.
tell time.
Thank you.
There are also exercises that you can use to do to learn multiplication tables using a clock. Because if you get it in your head that every number on the clock represents a 5, so 5 after one, the one is 5 after, you know what I'm saying? That's 105.
5,
5
10,
after.
15.
You know what I'm saying? So 5, 10, 15, 20. What, you know what I mean? Like if you can multiply
Whatever,
by 5.
whatever the little hand point on, that way, if the little hand point on 2, it's 2. And if the
Mm-hmm.
long hand on the 5, it's 2, 5, 10, 15, 25. It's 225.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you can just say, look, the 5, if everything is represented by 5, multiplied by 5, if it's if the long hand is on the 5, then that's automatically that's 25 after.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So how did you come up to that? 5 times 5 is 25. If the long hand is on the 9, then that means
45.
5 times 9 is 45. You know what I'm saying? So there's different exercises that you can use, but it's all multiplication. It's all simple addition. It's all simple arithmetic. So if you get and then even if here's the thing that you got to do with inner city kids, because some kids just know the streets, some kids know cartoons, some kids know video games. You got to find out what they do or what something that they can relate to make them learn. Some kids know money. That's just how they know. They know money. They've been around hustlers. They've been around their uncles and their daddies, so they know money. So if you do simple arithmetic, but you relate it to money, some kids gonna pick it up. If you relate it to, you know what I'm saying, to crayons, some kids gonna pick it up. If so you just gotta find.
You got to get that recognition.
Yeah, but in order to do that, you gotta know the kid. You got to know the kid. And in order to know the kid, they got to be able to trust you. In order for them to trust you, you got to be able to form a relationship with them. So, you can't just come in there yelling at them and
Combative.
you can't do that. You can't, especially
Yeah,
with black
that's
kids. Y'all know that. Black kids will check
the
your temp in a
difference.
minute. Not
That's
just
the
black kids,
difference.
inner city kids. I don't want to say put no color on it. Inner city kids will check you in a minute. They'll check your temp. You know that. They will.
We just gotta get. We just gotta. Like I was talking to because I'm looking at myself as a leaf now. So I'm talking. So I'm talking to a limb,
Mm-hmm.
and the limb got a piece of the wood in her arm, and I'm telling her, don't do nothing that you don't want your root growing up to do.
Mm-hmm.
In
Yep.
other words, while we got these innocent kids, I'm not talking about the ones that behavior we got to turn around. I'm talking about the newborns, the 1-year-olds, the 2-year-olds. Whatever we don't want them growing into, do not let them experience. Don't let them. You don't want them smoking, don't smoke around them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want them cussing you out one day, don't cuss around them. We got to start teaching from our roots better. And we got to bring in back family traditions from our roots.
Mm-hmm.
We got to teach these kids about the Sunday dinners.
I
You see
agree.
what I'm saying, Mike? We got to teach these kids about being involved in our politics.
Mm-hmm. Not only just politics, in our norms as
Our
people.
norms,
Grandma and
our
them, big mama and
economy.
them is gone. Big mama and them gone. You know what I'm saying? We can't just let our norms die out with Big Mama and Grandmama and Granny and them. We gotta continue that stuff on. You know what I'm saying? If like my mom, I would have asked her to speak, but she ain't have her face on. You know, Big Mama won't, Grandmama won't let you come into the room unless she got her head, she got her, she got the right wig on, she got her hair together, she got her face drawn. Like all that stuff is gone. You see, and I hate to say it, I'm not chauvinist or anything, but you see women going out to the store with pajamas on and bonnets on, and you know what I'm saying? Like what part of that is womanly? You know what I'm saying? Like what part of that is be seen and not heard? Because when you see that, you like, but now it's a norm. It's a norm when you see somebody go out the house with their bonnet on and some pajama bottoms, or you know what I'm saying? You know, or even with me, like I'm old school. I think a do rag is for the house. You know what I'm saying? Now we got people that watch the do rag with their outfit. Everybody don't think like me. I just think you put a do rag on when you sitting around the crib. When you take the do rag off, that's when you go outside the crib and you show off what the do rag did. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I know
And
everybody
then
don't think like me.
that's a serious fight. Cause you got people doing photo shoots in do rags.
No, of course, and that's why I said now it's different now. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
But it's different now. It's different now. It's not the same thing. And I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. I'm just saying the norms of Big Mama and Grandmama and them. Remember, even with the man would get up and wear a suit every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't even got no job. Even the gangsters wore suits. You know what I'm saying? The hustlers, they wore suits. Like that's just what it was. Now we got people that don't own a suit. It's just the fact of the matter. I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. It's just times have changed. Even like
Man,
we.
we got the interview appearance and everything.
Hmm.
The conversation, and it's like I said, Mike, it's a lot of things that we have digressed
Hmm.
that we gotta start with these innocent and showing them different. And then at the same time, we gotta catch some of these barely in the wrong way or about to go the wrong way and try to channel them to grow up a little bit right.
We got to be examples. We have to be examples.
And we
It's
gotta be
cool.
consistent.
Exactly. It's cool to be cool with them. But they still need to see you being a man. They need to see you being and doing the right thing. It's cool to do what you do, but kind of step a little different when you see people looking at you. You know what I'm saying? Like step a little different when you see these youngsters looking at you, because regardless
I
of what
mean,
you think,
I
they
don't mean
paying
to cut you
attention.
off, Mike, because let's just keep it real. Vapes. Where are these kids getting the idea to vape from?
The who?
Vape. These kids, it's a lot of these kids, a lot of little kids. That
Yeah.
vape is a serious problem.
The last class that I taught was sixth grade, and I had kids. I took, I think the last number, I took 9 vapes from kids in the sixth grade. I took a bag of weed from a kid in the fifth grade. So you don't just come out the womb knowing how to vape and knowing how to roll blunts and knowing how to smoke weed. These are things that are learned. This is behavior that's learned by seeing other people that's older than you doing it, and not saying, hey, look, you going over there, don't come in here while I'm doing this. They looking at you doing it. They influencers do it. Whoever they listen to rap and sing and whatever, they doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, we got to watch what we showing.
Hmm. But then
I'm
again,
just, I'm
go ahead,
just
Rick.
thankful. The reason why I talk like this, Mike, because when I was going working it with the juvenile kids, right, and I asked them, I was like, "What are y'all here for? Are y'all here for something y'all created, or something that y'all just grew into?"
Hmm.
Everybody learned whatever crime they did to get them in the juvenile detention center. Wasn't none of them clever.
Hmm.
All of them
Only
was following what they learned.
only in our inner city, because I'm not just gonna say it's black, but only in the inner city is it cool to sound dumb. Is it cool to sound dumb? Only in our city, in our inner city, is it cool to not know nothing. It's cool. Like it's cool. Like and this is what I tell my students. Nowhere, if you find me a book of how to be cool, nowhere in this book is it gonna say don't be smart. Nowhere in this book of how to be cool is it gonna say be a dummy.
That ain't
Nowhere
cool.
is it gonna say you gotta be stupid to be cool.
You ain't
Matter
joking. That's a serious one.
matter of fact, what you doing is you making the people that wrote the book of how to be cool, you making them rich because you've been be stupid for the rest of your life. They're gonna be excelling.
Yep.
Like nowhere does it say that you gotta be a dummy or a fool or somebody flunky. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the stuff that we be beefing about that I be looking at is like so you call my hood this, so what? You don't even own your house in your hood.
Man.
So what is you? What are
And
you
and,
tripping on?
and
So
their mechanism of solution is horrible. They don't need to have no problem.
some of the stuff that we find that's important really means nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. But we can't get people. It wasn't that long ago, Rich. I remember seeing it in 2014, 15, 8, 9, whatever. City council chambers was full. We can't get people to come down and sit in them brand new chairs that they got down there.
Man,
Everybody
hold
want to talk
on.
on Facebook.
Mike, I'm finna trip you out. I'm really finna trip you out.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the truth too. That was when Karen Weaver was in office, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had all them people bitching when we had a $22 million surplus.
Mm-hmm.
And now look what we got and we all fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. I think it's backwards. I think the city council should be filled up now and it should have been empty back then.
Well, we didn't know. There were people that were upset and that were, that wanted to voice how they felt back then. Just imagine if they would have known what was coming up the pipe 10, 15 years back then, if they'd have knew what was coming, you know what I mean? And let me also say, because there was, not y'all, but there were a lot of people that had a lot of, because Rich, you were there, a lot of negativity about that meeting that the elders called, a couple of weeks back. And the way I see it is, if we was on our shit, the elders wouldn't have had to call no meeting. They would be sitting back being elderly. You know what I'm saying? If the younger generations was doing what they needed to do and not taking advantage of all the rest of the people in the community, the elders wouldn't have had to come out of being elderly and sitting back chilling. They wouldn't have had to come together because all these same old people be at city council meetings. Claire McClendon be at every city council meeting. Jan Marie and all them people, Miss Bev, they all be at city council meetings. The only thing that meeting did was bring all them people that's coming to the meetings like this on their own, bring them together and form a fist. So that now they moving as one. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, okay, we scared of y'all individually, but now what was it? What was it? Voltron. You know what I'm saying? When everybody came together and they formed a big old robot and they went and fought. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. That's what I can say. What I say, it was the reason for it. It's like, okay, everybody got their own little group. Everybody come down and they talk and they fight about something different. They got certain concerns and everybody, but now if we bring everybody together, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's separate. You can smack the mess out of somebody, and it'll hurt. But if you put your hand together and you ball that fist up and you smack something and you hit somebody with it, it's gonna hurt a whole lot more. That's what I got from that meeting. It's like, okay, now we about to mobilize.
No. That meeting, I appreciate it, but I'm ready for the next one.
They didn't they just have one, or it was a something because I was in DC. I couldn't go, or maybe they did. I might be tripping.
And or if they did have one, my name wasn't on that list where they selected to for attendees.
Yeah, I might be tripping. It might have been. I be getting so many
But
different
but far
invitations.
as I know, they haven't had another meeting.
I be getting so many different
You
invitations, man.
probably, yeah, you probably, all right, man, I already know what you going through, bro.
So
That's
yeah.
why it just feel good to sit back and let you talk. Because everything you said, I done said a million times.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it
But yeah,
feels good for the listeners to hear it from another voice.
yeah. No, I heard that there was some, and I just want to air some things out. There were some people that were asking about the complaint, um, about what the second ward councilwoman had cussed out the former councilman at Southwestern, and there was some things going on. I know. That's all the superintendents. That's all. Superintendent. That's his lane. He did email a letter and said that that's unacceptable. I don't know if he banned her from the school. I don't know how that go. I don't know if he did that, but I do know that he sent out a corresponding letter. Um, I don't know how serious it was, but again, that's his lane. So I don't. And again, I'm not the president no more, so I don't have to be so supervisory. And I'm
Loosen up
glad of
them,
that.
you loosen up them strings.
Yeah, I mean, I still am there, and I'm still, I'm
But you,
still
yeah,
am.
you did. Hey, you served well, bro.
I appreciate it. I didn't have to. I didn't have to. I'm not a. Y'all, man. You know me. I'm not a authoritarian person to say you got to do this and you better do this. It was, I only had to give a directive maybe twice. It was, more, I mean, like a real direct email. Like I'm telling you what to do. Like I'm telling you this. One was for the early childhood program, and I wanted him to send the email to Dr. Rice. Um, I want to say that might have been the only thing that I made that I'm like, hey, look, this is what you gonna do. I don't care if you're on vacation or this is what I want you to do. And this is I don't care when it is. I want by the end of business on
Pull
Friday.
out your laptop.
Yeah, I don't care. The internet is
Get
everywhere.
it now.
The internet is everywhere. So I'm not that type of person. We can talk about things and we can be we can be cool about it. If we, and then the way I see it is if we all about the same thing, if we all about the betterment of the school district and seeing these kids be great, it shouldn't be no whole lot of back and forth. We should be on the same page. We ain't gonna agree on everything,
Well, like
but
I said, Mike, I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Hey, hey, Clark,
yo,
what's your take on them RH kids, man?
I don't agree with it. I don't. Me personally, I think it's I don't know exactly what the words or the scientific words are, but there's when you doing experiments or when you do a study on people, there are certain time frames, 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20. You know what I mean? And conveniently, this RH Kids program came out 10 years into the water crisis, 9, 10 years into the water crisis, studying the kids. Now we already got this population of kids that we know have been affected by lead. I mean, there's no question about it. But now, 10 years later, these kids are having babies. So let's test and see. We know lead affects you generationally. Like this generation, next generation, lead ain't coming out till it's not coming out. It's in you. It's in your kids. It's in you. So 10 years into the water crisis, let's test and see what lead has done to you. Because we know you was affected by it. You was in the Flint schools. You was in Flint. You drank Flint water. You had a Flint address. This, and that. So now let's see what the lead has done to you and your body and your kids and your child. So we gonna throw y'all. We gonna get however many mil. What is it? 55 million. I think they had 41 million already.
55,
Whatever.
55.
Yeah, so I remember I was at that meeting, and it's like, wait a minute, if we give the city get X amount of money, they already got 41 million, and like what? Well, anyway, um, for them to give $7,500 a year for one is like, why would you just be paying people to have babies? They're not doing that in Portland, Oregon. They're not paying you to have no baby. They're not paying you to get pregnant. You have to even when they do, it's not called paying you. It's called what do the Republicans call it? It's called um what they call it, entitlement. It's entitlement, and you got to apply to get TANF, the temporary aid for needy families, the food stamps, and you got to apply for that. It don't automatically come to you. They're not giving it to you for the free. You got to meet certain requirements.
Only in
You know what I
Flint,
mean?
Michigan, bro.
Only in Flint.
So you gotta, so you gotta, so you gotta have a certain lead level or something in your mouth, in your body.
I don't know. All I know is when I was at that meeting when I'm thinking when
I
I'm
mean,
at that.
I don't know. And listen, this what tripped me out. Because I talked to a parent that's on it, that's already receiving money.
Mm-hmm.
What the
I mean,
hell is they
ain't that some
surveying?
shit?
What is
They
they keeping track of?
ain't that some
Parents
shit?
don't even know.
They already getting money. They just approved that in November, December, somewhere up. They
Yeah.
already getting money. ARPA been here for years, and ain't nobody got a dime. They get money for these. They get money for these kids.
Already. They getting that money right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Let me
They,
turn my TV down.
and they don't even, and what I'm saying, Mike, they don't even know what are they surveying? What notes are they taking?
They know. We don't know.
Hey, Clark, I
I'm
got
trying to
one. I
figure
got.
and how are they taking the notes?
The
Is
data
the
is getting.
kids coming up for checkups?
I believe that
They
the data is.
watching police reports? They gonna be pulling school records?
Hey, Clark, I got one more for you. I'm gonna let you get out of here.
What's up?
That trash contract, man.
Who? You said the
That
garbage
bullshit
contract?
trash contract.
Hell no.
Everything,
He don't like
everything, everything. You know, the last major votes that city council has voted on, I don't agree with. I don't agree. If I don't, here's the thing. If you are a parent, which all three of us, all fathers, all three of us are, we are to do what's best for our kids. We're not gonna just go out and put our kids in debt. As Rich Jones, you not finna go and say, I'm finna go. I mean, it's happened. It's happened. I'm finna go get this cell phone in my son's name. I'm finna go get this credit card in my son's name. It's happened. You know, we used to hear about that all the time. It's happened. But for the most part, you want to protect your child and make sure when they turn 18 and they leave out of your house, that they are sustainable, that they can be a successful human being. So you're not gonna go and put your kid in debt. Why is our city council, our leaders, putting our kids in debt? Not only are they doing it to us, but they putting the next generation in debt. They messing them over. So you can't tell me that you care about the residents of Flint when you don't even care about the kid. That's like this stuff is going this 20 years. That's 72 million. That's 20 years of, you know what I'm saying? And this garbage contract, like that's how many 6 7 years, 5 6 years of worth of garbage contract? No.
Hey, Dennis Pfeiffer said right on my show. He said that's putting us one step closer to emergency manager.
Yes, sir. That's not being a good fiduciary. That's not spending the taxpayers' money responsibly. That's you a fiduciary of the city, meaning all of the money come in, you're responsible for spending it responsibly. You're
it.
not being responsible fiduciary if you're knowingly putting us in debt. Now, if something happened, if you making decisions and for the betterment of the city, and then something happened like the COVID happened, that's not your fault. That's not your fault as a lawmaker. That's, you know what I'm saying. Something happened, but you knowingly saying, all right, this company come in, we're gonna get them 20 years of tax free, $72 million. You know what I'm saying? That's saying my kids gonna pay for that.
Mike, you know what pissed me off about that, Mike?
What's up?
They didn't even try to find another way to get the job done.
And
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 they knew
there
it
was no
when they
community
was talking
benefits
about
agreement neither.
3,000 jobs damn near a year ago.
There was no community benefit agreement. So they just came in, got 72 meals, and I was at the meet when they voted. That's the meet. They was outside in the foyer, clapping and high fiving in front of the elevator.
Wait a minute. You forgot about the lawnmower and the donations to the nonprofits.
That too. But that's just crazy. And it's only in Flint. It's wide open here. It is wide open here. It's wide open here. What does that say? That could fix a lot of roofs. Why did they need that million? They didn't need it. They didn't. They took it. They took it.
That's to say, just to throw Flint name up in the mix.
They took it. I don't understand, and there should be a lot of people. Only reason why I'm not this outspoken at city council meetings is because of my position on the school board. As me being an elected official, I wasn't supposed to be going out getting signatures for Liddell as a I don't care about it now. That's too late. I don't care. I did. I went out a couple times. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't supposed to, but this is a different time. It's a different time. There are it's a different time, man. We living in a time where people dying, man. People are dying out here. We can't just be we can't just keep on going going for the same old. That shit is getting us where we at now. So I did what I did. I ain't gonna lie. I went out there and I got signatures. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not
Hey,
ashamed of it.
right. Hold on. Let me fuck with Dale. Hold on.
I ain't gonna say all that.
I'm gonna say it.
I
Damn,
ain't gonna
I
say
said
that.
it. I ain't say you said it.
Yes, dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy. You big dummy. See what you did? Oh, no, you big dummy. Oh, no, you big dummy. You dummy.
That's the way I see it. If
I,
you
I
paying
said
money,
it.
if
I
you
said it.
paying money, then you got a responsibility to make sure you ain't finna go to McDonald's and let them fuck up your order, and you gonna take your ass right back to McDonald's and say, hey man, I ordered number 4. I want this number 9. So why is it because it's politics? When they're messing up our order, we going down there and they said we didn't want this. Ain't nobody going down there complaining about it.
We ain't, like I said, man, I'm gonna get out of here, Mike. But like I said, it's a crying shame when we had a $22 million surplus in our fund balance. How many people was down at that city council meeting raising hell? And how few of us is standing back with all of this monkeyism going on.
Mm-hmm. Everybody standing around watching. Everybody standing around watching while the clown show going on. Everybody got an opinion, and I appreciate the opinions. But let's even if you got a problem with the way Clack doing stuff at the school board, come down there and say it. Tell me it's your right. Y'all voted for me to do what I'm supposed to be doing, and if I ain't doing it, it's your right to come down there and say, hey, look here, bro. This ain't what we voted for your ass to be doing. This ain't that. This your right to do that, and you can say it just like that.
Rich, you scared of the Dale, man.
With a
Man,
bus driver.
that's a good ending right there.
Hey man, I
That's
appreciate
a
the
good
clap,
ending,
man.
man. You ought to be in you ought to be in Las Vegas or somewhere with that one.
What?
That I'm scared of Liddell.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. You get a Grammy for that. That's some serious acting.
I don't know about the $60 million, 80 million. I don't know too much about that pipeline.
What?
I was about the pipeline. Now, look, I do want to say something about this because I watched that Wantuaz Davis live, man. I couldn't watch the whole thing. I couldn't watch the whole thing. I ain't gonna lie. I could not watch the whole thing. I don't understand what his
Hey, he coming on
Ooh, he
tomorrow.
a character.
huh.
He a
He coming on
character. He a
tomorrow. 7.
character.
Here's the thing. I know Wantuaz and I know him. I know him well. It seems as if Wantuaz has a serious issue with Eric. You know, now not to mention that didn't he serve them the last couple of years, his first year or two? Wasn't he on the council with Sheldon? Did he serve with Sheldon on council?
I think he came in with Eric.
Okay, now here's my
Came,
thing.
he came in at 15.
So that means Sheldon was still. That's a good question. I have to look into that. At the end of
Sheldon
the
was
day,
gone. Sheldon was gone.
okay.
Cause Sheldon was mayor. Mayor was when he was mayor certain after that.
Nah, Sheldon wasn't mayor. Sheldon was city council. I mean, state rep.
He was state rep while Karen was no. He was gone.
Okay. Well, here's my thing. For everybody to say that has so much negativity to say about Eric, we all know that Eric is Eric. Eric gonna be Eric. At the end of the day, Eric's still there. You can say what you want about the man, but Eric, out of all them people that talk shit about him, Eric is still down there
Hey
elected.
Mike,
Hmm?
just to make a long story short, you knocked doors, right?
Yes, sir.
How many doors you knocked that didn't like Eric Mays?
I did not to get recalls for him.
But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, people, when you come to this recall lingo, the people that know what's going on talks about Eric Mays in a good way.
Oh yeah,
Cause
no,
I
Eric.
remember you know Terrence,
Who?
he put on an Eric Mays t-shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't even have a campaign speech about signing the petition.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the kind of that's what I'm saying. And then, like I said, you ain't hear nobody. Oh, Eric Mays is there. No, Eric Mays is loved.
He is.
It's just that they don't appreciate it.
No, Eric is loved, and what he did, what he's doing is he's causing other people around the nation to see Eric, and they're causing them to open up their eyes to their own local politics and their own BS that's going on, their own corruption that's going on in their city. So I appreciate that part of Eric. I just don't, the I don't like the unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not with Eric. Eric is provoked. You know what I mean? Now he do go back and forth, and he is go if you get him, he go get you back. That's just how it is.
Woo!
But he the only one that really knows Robert's rules and Robert's rules of order, and that knows the charter inside out, and he knows it ain't no question about it. He knows these things. He knows it.
Not the back of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's my baby, man. Shout out to Eric Mays, Black History Month.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I didn't mean to come on and take over the show, man. But I'm just
Oh
listening.
no, I wanted you to.
I'm just listening.
You done said a lot of things that I've been saying. Now that's when I gotta get out of here, man. Y'all gonna make me miss my store last call. But anyway, listen. That project that's going on across the street from Lear, is that the Buick City project, or is that a piece of Lear, or either a weed factory?
No, that's the Ashley Capital joint, ain't it?
Yeah, I know Ashley Capital got something to do with it.
I don't know. I don't know what they got. I don't
But
know.
I don't think it's the part of the Buick program.
You gonna have to ask one twice tomorrow, man, because he that's all his project. That's all him over there.
Yeah, we asked.
You know,
I told you I know because I remember Quincy talking about it because that's where that old bank used to be.
Yep. And didn't City Council do something? Didn't they vote about that bank or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They
I think
specifically
they're
was
going
voting.
to grow some weed or something in there.
You talking about in that? Yeah, that's
Something
gonna be.
that marijuana has something to do with that.
I don't know, bro.
Either the guy that's helping Ashley build that got one of them weed spots on Dorr Highway,
Hmm.
but we got something to do with that.
I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta get Quincy Mercy on.
Hey, well, good luck getting him on. I don't know.
If I can just get an understanding with Quincy that this is all we're gonna talk about, he may come on. But knowing me, I ain't gonna even do that because I ain't gonna want to go back on my word because I'm gonna go in on about them damn tiny houses.
It's a
Hey,
lot of things.
hey,
And yeah, Mike, you live in the 7th ward.
Not
You want
anymore.
tiny houses in your 7th ward?
I live in the second ward now. Had to move home with my
No,
parents.
but when you lived in the 7th ward,
Hmm.
do you think your neighbors wanted tiny houses in the 7th ward?
Not at all.
I
Nope.
rest my case.
Now here's my
No
question about
further
the time.
questions, Your Honor.
My question about the time. Do you still got to pay the same amount of taxes as everybody else at the regular house? Is your taxes gonna be the same amount for that little bitty house?
I don't know, but Mike, it costs the same price as a house. It got a fucked up heating system. You got cat litter for the bathroom. You got a rigged electric. It's not. It's I and every veteran that I talk to don't want it. I have not talked to a veteran that said, "Yeah, give me a tiny home." They
This
said I would rather have an apartment or a home.
Well, you can't. I mean, this look like one of them. I wouldn't even be able to stand up in.
You could stand up in it, Mike. You couldn't jump.
What purpose is called a house of hole? You can't jump in it. I'm just saying.
That's
That's
Flint
Flint.
Future right there. That's Flint Future.
No. That's Texas or something, ain't it?
That's Flint Future right there.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm about to
okay.
say that's Flint.
They
I'm finna
only
get in the
gonna
car
they
and go
only gonna
drive by
build
that.
30. And that look okay. But I swear to God, in reality, man, it like Mike said, man, Mike, it look like you can reach up and touch the top of the roof.
Just look at the style of houses, man. Where the bricks at? Where the bricks at? Them look like you can huff and puff. Them what story was that? You can huff and puff and blow them down.
You can't put them in bricks, Mike, because you can't put them in the ground.
See what I'm saying? So one good storm, one good tornado, everybody back homeless.
Glorified tool shit.
Yeah, that's what it is. A big ass shed.
I got the best one, a glorified tent.
Yeah, man. Yeah, ain't no basement. Ain't no well. Texas ain't got no basements. No way. You know, Texas, them southern states ain't got no basements. No way. So they just ain't got no basements.
Well, and then I don't even mind these not having basements, but be able to be attached to the ground and have a water system and stuff.
How do you build a house that's not attached? I mean, like,
They got
I don't.
that big ass like people be riding around washing these cars with these mobile car washers.
You talking about the water?
Crazy, crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I know we finna
And
get
you
off
see, and hold on, you see how that looks, Mike?
the
Put
house.
that put that picture back up,
The house in the
Cam.
back of that trailer.
Now you now
How you get it off the trailer though?
they probably don't. They probably just put something between the bottom of the house and the ground to make it look like it's connected.
I mean, it's on the trailer right now though. But it look do that house come off the trailer or do it
And
just?
then all they gotta do is put a stairway up in it.
I don't know,
If
man.
it do come off the trailer, it's sitting on bricks.
Like them
It
houses in New
ain't it
Orleans.
ain't connected to the ground. It may appear to be connected, but it's not.
Yeah,
Only way it's connected to the ground is Flint changed their rule in some kind of way.
it's gotta be. It's gotta have water connection, so it's gotta be connected to the ground. So ain't got no.
They got ways of getting water in there without that. They already this
Hey, hey, Mike.
Yo,
It's like it actually is an RV. You know how you got to bring the water to the water tanks?
yeah.
That's the water system.
So now we need to invest in a water transportation company for these little ass houses they about to start building. We
that
need to.
costs the same amount to build a house,
I don't know, fellas,
a
man.
3 bedroom house, two
I don't know, fellas.
bathrooms.
I don't know,
You'd
man.
rather build a tiny house than a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom house. Come
I
on,
mean,
man.
if they, I don't know, man. I don't know, but yeah, I
Hey
did
man,
want to say,
hey man, we've been on here forever. We out this motherfucker, man.
All
Thanks,
right, y'all.
man.
Peace out, man. I love y'all.
Hey,
hey,
Crack, I appreciate you, man.
not a problem. I did want to say real quick before we get off of here. I am running for state representative, 70th district state representative. So I'm challenging our current state rep, Cynthia Neely. So I'm going to run a clean campaign. I don't do all y'all know me. I don't do all that mudslinging and name calling, and I don't do all of that. It's gonna be all political. It's gonna be politics and policy and governance and all that like that. So I'm not playing no. You know, I can do enough debating and with that stuff right there. So I just want to throw that out there real quick.
Yep.
I'm gonna add to that. I'm ready to get out of here too, Mike. I'm serious about getting that student that debt. And I recognize that the ideals that you have and the changes that you want to make, if you do be elected, that you're gonna need the city of Flint to come up there and support you, and it's
I'm gonna
gonna
bring the
happen.
city with me.
It's gonna happen. I know, cause I'm coming and I'm bringing them with me. It
Yeah,
got
I'm
to be
gonna bring
done.
the city with me.
Cause you can go out there and say, man, give Flint, Michigan $1 million. Man, they're gonna be out there like, who's that rookie?
Man.
He don't know how things go.
Good job, man.
But if you got 1,000 people from Flint, Michigan, we want that. Now we got something different. So you gonna have that.
Yeah, I'm bringing the city with me. So I
You
appreciate
gonna
y'all for
have
bringing
that.
me on. Thanks for bringing me on, man. Whenever you need me, man, just hit me up. I'll be back.
All right, T
Cool.
Money, holler at man.
All
Put
right.
that old good music. I done got on fire up in here.
Hey, y'all tune in tomorrow. We got uh
Montez Davis, 7 o'clock.
in his own words.
And
Peace.
Miss Claire, the Sunday after that. And
Yeah, we
then we got Miss Claire coming on the next Saturday, and then the Saturday after that we got Mr. Charles Winfrey. Black History Month, Flint After Dark.
peace.
You're now
Go.
rocking with Terrence Sale on Flint's #1 online podcast, Flint After Dark. We speak for the streets.
It's your boy, Terrence Sales, a.k.a. Mr. Speak for the Streets, a.k.a. Big T, and you locked in to the #1 podcast in Flint, Michigan, Flint After Dark. We speak for the streets.
Ray, you gone crazy.
You are now tapped in with the most realist and controversial show on the net. Flint After Dark Podcast. We speak for the streets. We speak for the
Yeah. Yeah. Thinking to myself like, what the fuck is going on? Asking God for help like, what the fuck I'm doing wrong? He ain't giving me no answers, I figured it out myself. Got tired of asking questions, I'm tired of looking for help. Man, I can't win for losing, I'm steady taking these losses. Had to bury greed and chinks, same week, 2 different coffins. Man, that shit'll traumatize you when it ain't trying to. Everybody shedding tears, you trying not to cry too. They say they feel my pain, but they don't know how much I'm hurting. Mama told me pray, it usually help, but it ain't working.